Guys, I want to talk about four things that remains unchanged about Wizkid, and these are kind of taking a cognizant study about, and then decided to say, let me share it with my viewers out there. And if you have any opinion about that, don't fail to put that in the comment section. But also, I still want to talk to an extent about a Rasta's recent album that is being selling out like pure water right now, and a lot of people are now talking about it. Don Jazzy, kudos to Don Jazzy for trying to push out the lives of a Rasta, the lives of Ruga. We have Rema, and these guys are doing well on top of their game. Before I dive in to talk about this, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media. And don't fail to drop your comment in the comment section below. Yes, before I dive in to talk about four things that remains unchanged about Wizkid, I want to talk about the recent album of a Rasta of Maven Records, already selling out, topping some charts in some countries, and that is actually huge right now. And some people are saying that yes, they admire the influence of Don Jazzy on his artist, and that is working out for him from time to time. And I think Don Jazzy to an extent understands entertainment business to a large volume. That is something I believe about that, and he's been doing that from time to time, records deals, and he's been like making a lot of huge artists in the blog. Right now, the likes of Rema, the likes of Ruga, Rasta, these guys, they remain threat to a larger brand and artists out there because of the kind of content these guys are putting out daily from time to time. Why don't we talk about that? You have to also understand that a Rasta, the name of his album is called 19 and Dangerous, and that album is one thing I am looking forward to having kind of grip on, and I think it's gonna be like a huge entertaining one for a lot of people. That is one thing I believe about the game right now. Yes, let's talk about things that have not changed about Wizkid, because a lot of people love Wizkid on the blog right now. Why I'm putting out this? Because of the recent love that is being shown to Wizkid, made in Lagos store in UK, and that is actually huge. That is something we need to talk about. Four things that remain unchanged about Wizkid. The first one I want to talk about is body frame. Wizkid's got a good and a great body frame, but not only having a great body frame, he has not changed in terms of his body frame, that is body size, weight and the rest, and that is also something noticeable about Wizkid for the better. And I think we have to commend Wizkid based on that. Being able to keep a particular body size for over a long period of time help artists. That is something I believe that it helped a lot of artists over the time. When you compare that to the lives of Burna Boy, the lives of Davido, you will understand that yes, looking at Burna Boy and Davido, these guys, they've changed over time, and Wizkid is still trying to remain as it is, and that is actually a huge one for Wizkid, and I have to say kudos to Wizkid. The next one is no BS, and that is a trademark for Wizkid right now. Wizkid becoming Wizman no BS, and is actually amazing. And a lot of people are saying that this could be as a result of the distribution of hormones or the hormonal balances, within the body of Wizkid, and that is also an advantage for us to talk about. And I believe that, yes, to an extent we have to believe that and talk about that, and then we have to admire that about Wizkid, because it's already a trademark of Wizkid. Many people note that at a glance of Wizkid, and that I have to say that is a great one about Wizkid. What do you feel about this I've said so far? Anything you feel about this, put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further, because if you have contrary opinion to that, without talking about it, I wouldn't know about that. Why don't you put that in the comment section? Let's talk about that. Got the pretty lady, we don't like no stress. All right, the next one I want to talk about is the unique voice of Wizkid, and a lot of people are now talking about how unique is the voice of Wizkid, how great is the voice of Wizkid. This is something I've noticed over time, that it has not changed about Wizkid, and we have to note that about Wizkid, because it is an advantage of Wizkid, is something notable about Wizkid, is something that we need to talk about in recent time. When you understand, most artists, when they are growing over time, you understand that it impacts on their voice, and that is something disturbing to most people managing the record label, managing the artist. But for Wizkid, I think that has helped Wizkid to keep his brand unchanged, and we have to admire that about Wizkid. Let's have a glimpse of Wizkid's voice. Guys, what do you feel about Wizkid having unchanged voice? Your opinion, I need that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you guys for actually supporting Free Wizkid and being there for Free Wizkid, commenting, watching my video is not easy at all. You can still reach out to Free Wizkid if you have any promotional to make on this channel. I'm there for you. I have my WhatsApp number on my profile, and that is for you guys. If you want make a ginger, give me the last one I want to talk about Wizkid is the brand. Wizkid brand, the name Wizkid has not actually changed, although he tried to put it like Wizkid, kind of Wizkid man or so, or Big Wiz, but Wizkid has not changed the brand at all. When you talk about Wizkid, a lot of people are quick to reflect and to see the image of Wizkid's brand. I think it is an advantage. It is something that is selling out for Wizkid. What do you have to say about that? Put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further. Before I dive off, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across social media platforms.